What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to I Think. So check it out. Recently in the news, they've been reporting about how a lot of Africans are being harassed here in China, and I wanted to speak on that and let y'all know a couple things. All right. Before I get started, I want to put out this message. If anything should happen to your boy, me, Louis, if anything should happen to me, I expect y'all in America to ride for your bro. All right. Right now, I think that the reason that they're treating a lot of African people this way, first of all, Chinese people are very racist. I'm not going to lie to you. Not all of them. A lot of them are cool as shit. But there are a lot of Chinese people that don't like black people, period. All right. With that being said, they respect African Americans. They have a problem with Africans. But if you talk to them and they ask you where you're from, you say, oh, I'm American. They respect you. They respect the black Americans, but they have a real problem with black Africans. All right, that's a whole nother story. But that's off top. I want y'all to know, as a black African American, as a black American, I'm not facing the same problems that the black Africans are facing. I'm here in China right now, but black Americans get respect here. They call America Meigoa, and in Chinese, America is called Meigoa. Meigoa means pretty country. Mei means pretty, Goa means country. So they have a lot of respect for the Americans. So as a black American, I get a lot of respect. So I don't want anyone to see this like, oh, you're getting persecuted. No, I'm fine. I'm a black American. I'm fine. But I do feel the need to speak on what's going on with the black Africans because they're my brothers too, and it's wrong what's going on with them. With that being said, a lot of the news reporters are saying that they're just pushing them out of their hotels. They're pushing them, taking them out of their homes. They're showing videos with the Chinese people taking their passports, but they're not telling you why this is happening. Okay, and that's where you need to hear this new information. I've got some connects because I'm here in China. My roommate is African from Liberia, so without putting too much of my personal business out there, I've got connections that know the brothers in Jongoa personally. They know some of these Nigerians personally who have been going through this. And what is not being said on the media is that they're not blaming the Nigerians, saying that the Nigerians brought the coronavirus to them. That's not what's happening. If you hear that in the news, they're wrong. They don't know what they're talking about. I know the people personally. I've got a connect who knows these people personally. He says that what's happening is the Chinese are asking the Nigerians to take a vaccine. The Chinese are trying to test vaccines on the Nigerians. And if the Nigerians say no, they don't want to take the vaccine, that's when the persecution comes. So that's what they're not telling you. That's an inside scoop you might not know. Now, they try to say, oh, you bring the disease. That's not what they're saying. They say you need to quarantine. That they are saying you need to quarantine, but then they're kicking you out of your home, out of their homes. They're taking them out of their homes. They're taking them out of their hotels. If you want someone to quarantine, why would you take them out of their homes and put them in the street? Does that even make sense to you? If you're quarantined, that means you go into your home and you stay in your home for 14 days, for 2 weeks. If you are a traveler coming into China, it's mandatory, no matter what country you're from, that you stay quarantined. You quarantine yourself for 2 weeks. Now, truth be told, this is a light quarantine because even during this 2 weeks, there's not like a cop sitting outside your door. A lot of people have come into the country and, they sign the contract saying that they will self-quarantine for 14 days, and then they come in and out. So that is an issue. That is an issue that China is facing. But regardless of whether or not people cooperate with this 14-day quarantine, what's happening to the Nigerians isn't that they're refusing to quarantine. A lot of these people have been here for months, even during the coronavirus. It's not an issue of quarantine. It's not an issue of them bringing the disease into the country. The issue is they're refusing to try the vaccines. The Nigerians here who are being harassed by the Chinese are refusing to try the vaccine. And that's a major reason that the Chinese are harassing them. That's something that they don't want you to know. Instead of trying these vaccines on their own population, they're looking to test these vaccines on the African folks. Now, that's a fact. All right. With that being said, before I let you go, I have a few more things I want to speak on. Because I hear a lot of people talking, I watch a lot of different YouTube videos. And if you've never left the country, a lot of times you get the wrong idea about Africans and about just different people in general. In America, it's true that a lot of Africans look down on African Americans. But I've been to Africa. I'm in China. I've talked to, there's not a lot of African Americans in China. There's not a lot of African Americans in Africa. But I've been to Africa. I've been to China. I'm living in China. And I've spent a lot of time with Africans. I'll tell you something that's real. Africans respect Americans more than you think. Now, Africans in Africa, Africans in China, Africans abroad see the African Americans as the top. They see Americans, Black Americans, as the top. A lot of Africans lie and say that they're American, but they're not. They want to be us and they respect us. The problem is, if you never leave America, you'll spend your time thinking that Africans don't like Americans or Black Americans, and that's not true. Africans, the majority of Africans love Black Americans. The majority of Africans respect and like us. The problem is the Africans in America. Those are usually the upper class, the rich ones who had the money to just get out of their own countries and come to America, and then they're already messed up in the head. The Africans in America, they're funny style, but don't get it twisted. They do not represent all Africans. The Africans and Americans give the Africans in Africa and Africans abroad a bad name. All right? I'm going to make another video giving y'all some more information, but I'm going to keep this one short. Peace, because that's what I think.